So good morning, everyone. We'll call the meeting of the Development Committee to, oh, I'm sorry, Wendy, are we ready to go? Okay. I'll call the meeting of the Development Committee of May 4th order pursuant to the Illinois Attorney General's guidance to public bodies on the Open Meetings Act during the COVID-19 pandemic. Dated July 2nd, 2020, county board members may participate without being physically present in compliance with established provisions. We do have a quorum this morning, which will not necessitate roll calls for every motion. And with that, we'll have a call of the roll, please.
Member Krajewski.
Here.
Member Colbert. Member Garcia.
Here.
Member Ozog.
Here.
Member Rutledge.
Here.
Chair Tornator.
Here. And we have a quorum. Under chairman's remarks, I have two things. The first, we have our CRS recertification rating. That's the rating regarding flood insurance. Some of you may know that our rating is a 6, which means that for those people in the unincorporated areas that require flood insurance, they will be receiving a 20% discount based on our good rating. I know that our staff and everyone at building and zoning are going to try to get that up to or down to a 5, up to a 5. I don't know how that works, but that will increase the discounts to 25%. But congratulations to all of you who had something to do with that rating. And I think maybe, I don't know if there's another time that Tony's going to be hanging around, but this is his last meeting today, and certainly his last meeting for us at the Development Committee. He'll be retiring on the 7th of May after 31 years of service. Tony's knowledge of the law and certainly of the zoning code and how it applies to the law is unparalleled, and he has a historical benefit that he's given to me, certainly in the last 9 years, and to all of us, and gotten us through some somewhat thorny issues from time to time. But thank you, Tony, for all you've done. Good luck in your retirement. We will miss you, Patrick. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. He'll be our new guy. And we thank you, Tony, for all you've done, and we wish you well. So good luck. I asked you if you want to say something, but for the 2 previous times we went through this, you said you didn't want to say anything, so I want to ask you, but thanks again. Do we have any public comment this morning?
No.
Okay, moving on to approval of the minutes. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of Tuesday, April 20th, 2021.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any additions, corrections, or deletions? Hearing none, seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the minutes are approved. Moving on to regulatory services. I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 34-21 ordinance B21-1 King. This is a zoning hearing officer's recommendation to approve a variation to reduce the west side yard setback from 20 feet to approximately 5 feet. Variation to reduce the south front yard setback from 40 feet to approximately 20 feet. Again, this is the HO recommendation to approve.
So moved.
Second. A motion and a second. Any discussion, questions of staff or anything?
Quick comment on that. So from what I was seeing in the proposed plan, the office building's going to be taken down and a new one will be created. Is that correct?
Yes, so they're building a new, they actually own 2 lots adjacent to one
Okay.
another. They're building a new office building and then keeping their parking on the eastern lot.
Okay, that's great. The office building needs repair. very
Right,
badly.
yes, it's a completely new building and new parking lot.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries. Moving on to item B, I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 35-21 ordinance C-21-12 Quigley. This is also a zoning hearing officer's recommendation to approve a conditional use to increase the total permitted square feet of detached accessory buildings from 779 square feet to approximately 929 square feet for a new shed.
So moved.
Second.
So motion and a second. Any questions, discussions, comments? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries. Item C, I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 36-21, ordinance C 2114, AR. This is also a zoning hearing officer's recommendation to approve conditional use to substitute a pea gravel driveway for a paved surface.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Vice Chair Garcia, a second by Member Ozak. Any questions, comments? Yes.
Quick
Member
question on
Rowley.
this one. Is this property has got to be adjacent to the proposed Pulte property?
This property is just off of Warrenville Road, over just to the west of the Lucent property.
Right.
This is where Pulte is working with Naperville.
Is this street like the city limit? Because I know Naperville voted on that proposal.
So just, this street is a private street. It's not a public right of way.
Okay.
So just to the east of the street is the Lucent
Right.
upheld property, which is in Naperville. But this is a private street. There's no public right of way for any access or any development in the city of Naperville to gain access to this street.
Okay. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
And just a quick question. They've got a big building or big addition being built onto this house. And so this pea gravel driveway is going to be heading to the 3-car garage, I believe I saw. Is that where it's going to be going?
Correct.
Okay, and I'm glad to see it's gonna be pea gravel because, I mean, they've got like that whole lake almost in their backyard, so.
Well, one of the interesting things about this is that the county doesn't allow for non-hard surface, which would be asphalt, concrete, or brick paver. The unique circumstance here is that this is going to be pea gravel, and it's part of the environmental program that this single-family homeowner is sort of developing on his property. There's a lot of special management areas and wetland to the west of the property that is adjacent to some of the commercial development in Naperville. So basically, what this person is being able to do is create an environmentally friendly single-family development out there, and that's what this is going to be helping them with.
Okay, fantastic.
Any other questions? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries. Do we have any old business? Do we have any new business? Are we going to have executive session? We are? Okay.
We need to get a couple of people off. Do you want Jason Blumenthal?
You can stay on. Okay, we'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for review of executive session minutes.
Second.
Motion in a second. Maybe we gotta do a roll call.
Member Krajewski,
Here.
Member Garcia,
I'm here.
Member Ozak,
Here.
Member Rutledge,
Here.
Chair Tornatori.
Here. Okay, and we are in executive session. Open the door. We'll move back to our meeting. And call a roll for
Member
reconvene
Krajewski,
here.
Member Colbert, Member Garcia,
Here.
Member Ozak,
Here.
Member Rutledge,
Here.
Chair Tornatori.
Here. And we are back into a regular meeting, and at this time, I'd ask for a motion to approve the disposition of the executive session minutes for section 2C21. Those minutes being those of April 27th, 2021.
So moved.
I'm sorry, that's the minutes of June 27th, 2006. I apologize. I'm looking at the wrong date.
So moved. Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion, questions? We can do a roll call on this, right? Or would you rather? Okay.
Member Krajewski,
Aye.
Member Colbert, Member Garcia,
Aye.
Member Ozak,
Aye.
Member Rutledge, Chair Tornatori.
Aye. And the motion is approved. Hearing nothing further, seeing nothing further, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you. Okay, thanks again.
Thank you.